Welcome everyone to the Quantum Frequency for Divination. I am the Divine Mystic. Today I am doing a reading for you, March career predictions. Okay, so I've gone ahead, I have laid out a pile of cards. I'm going to indicate my piles by the affirmation card. So I love being me, pile number 1. I practice loving kindness towards everyone, including myself, pile number 2, and love is my teacher, pile number 3. So timestamps are down below, you guys. Go ahead, fast forward to your time, and I will see you there. Okay, so pile number 1, I love being me. This is absolutely beautiful energy. This is a wonderful time to be you. So let me read the special message on the back of it. I have a channeled message for you. And also, too, I'm going to look at 3 limiting thoughts patterns and how to turn them around so that you can make a more positive step forward here in your career. So stop trying to be so normal. Be more of the real you. Show the world who you are. And exactly the energy that I'm seeing here. Show the world what you are made of. Okay, so very, very beautiful energies coming through here. So the special note that I have channeled: you are only responsible for your own actions. Set boundaries and do not be accountable for others. So again, stop being normal. Stop trying to be a people pleaser. Yeah, stop trying to be a people pleaser. So let me get to your channeled messages. So a life's work is never complete. And so long as you are passionate about what you do, you will never work a day in your life. It's not something that everyone will understand, but when the pathway ahead of you is lit by the fire that is your passion, that is your true calling. So many choose not to embrace this path until later in life, if ever. It is easier to follow a path of least resistance or to do something because it appeases others. Sooner or later, you will stand at this fork in the road. Which direction will you choose? Okay, beautiful. Pile number 1. So what I'm seeing here is that you absolutely have a very specific destiny, very specific passion that you want to follow. Okay, and just looking here, I have the blue flame. Spontaneous awaken, activation, interrogation time. So when I think blue flame, I'm hearing blue steak. So this could be like you could want to cook, okay, for example. But with the blue flame, it's kind of, and the blue steak, it's kind of cooked under a low heat. And it's like this idea has been cultivating within you for some time now. And you have been going through the pathways of life, trying to fit yourself into other people's boxes. You really feel as though people have been trying to put you in boxes as well. Now, the thing is, pile number 1, I do see a lot of you guys having a really good position currently, but you're not enjoying it the way that you once were. This could partially have to do with the fact that whatever it is that you're doing or the employer that you're working for, the corporation has changed or is changing. This could be undergoing leadership change or ownership change. And you find yourself kind of at the apex of this, wondering what is it that you want. So I have here the Angel of Success. Beautiful career reading. Okay, so success is coming, but it's like success on your terms. And that's what I think you're trying to work through currently here. But in this card, okay, like we have this side and we have this side. So this angel is kind of sitting here, and this is the current opportunity. It's a higher position. Okay, so it's a high up position because we're on a higher elevation. And it's affirmed for me too with Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? And it's gotten you through. Like it's been some very good taking for you. Very good opportunity. And perhaps too, like some of you, this could have gone into a family business. And there was a sure shot of it, right? Like it was a guaranteed career move for you at the time. But yeah, again, you've had this idea cultivating this blue flame, whatever that is, that passion. And we're talking about fire here. So it's like, but when the pathway ahead of you is lit by that fire, that is your passion, that is your true calling. So this is something that has been calling at you for a long period of time. Okay. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. So there's been some fear for this, but listen, let's get into this. Okay, so I have the mind and body makeover cards, the Mona Lisa cards, and these are really cool. So how this works, okay, we're going to look at the self-limiting thought and the positive way to turn this around. So here's some of the self-limiting thoughts that you've had. So the first one being, my voice can't be heard. What I have to offer doesn't matter. So again, this is kind of in regards to the current position that you're in. And I see all your thoughts. So you may not realize that your thoughts and ideas are being actually implemented and put into practice, implemented. But I think too, there could be somebody who, like, you're not getting the full credit for it. So that's part of it. But again, embracing that non-normality here. So my unique voice is an authentic part of life, of the life force that needs to be expressed. So again, if you find that yourself, you're not necessarily getting the results that you want out of things, because again, you have to express this unique passion. Yeah, this unique passion that you have. Now, for some of you guys, there's a bit of a financial risk associated with it, but I mean, there's not much to worry about here with Oh Sunny Day. So here we go. So the next self-limiting thought pattern that we have, my destiny is to experience pain, suffering, and personal struggle. You have this situation that you are currently in, you have struggled through because you've kind of had to. So if this is a family business, there is this obligation, okay? Or again, you made your choice to pursue your career path based on the influence of others. And you have struggled through this, trying to make this work. Yeah, trying to make this work. Because again, listen, with the priestess here, when you do something, you commit to it fully. Yeah, you fully commit to this. You're ready to go type thing. But again, you feel perhaps stuck in this situation here as well. But now, the positive way to turn this around, I now release any repetitive patterns that bind, limit, and restrict my growth and evolution. And how beautiful is that comes with this? I shed habits that hinder my truth. I release and renew. So there's releasing patterns here associated with this, and it might not be the easiest break for you. Okay, it might not be the easiest break because it's going to mean letting some people down perhaps, and perhaps some important people to you. Some important people to you. But I do have very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And it's right underneath, freedom and greatness belongs to those who master their day. You are really, really good at whatever this is. Okay, whatever this blue flame represents for you. And what this pile is really depicting is the urge for you to step out of what you currently are, and perhaps a step down if it's required, but it's a step forward. It's a step forward. And I think that's where the financial risk is coming in. So there's almost a sense of starting new from the beginning, but I see this more being in a self-employment type direction, or a business, or perhaps going back to school for some of you guys. But with this stop trying to be normal, I'm kind of hearing that, like, what you want to do can't be taught in the classroom. There's no degree for it, but it's like, it has a really high payout. So it's a really good business plan or a business investment. But with it, it's like, it's a step back in the short term for a higher payout in the long term. So this is why I'm saying it's kind of this freshness. It's starting from the beginning because it's, you know, it's investment, and it's going to take you time to reclaim that investment. It's not just, you know, and on top of it, okay, because the people around you, friends and family, have supported you more in what you're doing now as opposed to what you were doing before. You kind of feel as though if you were to start this, you know, whenever you start a business, they say, okay, start with your network, the people that you know, your friends and family. And you just kind of look at this, well, they wouldn't really support me in that. Yeah, that's just kind of what I'm hearing. Support, they wouldn't support you. But like, I really feel as though this is kind of more of a limiting thought, right? With my voice can't be heard. Like, you haven't really expressed this to these people because the way that they are or the way that they've been, that you don't think it's going to be received with acceptance. Yeah, you really don't think it's going to be received. But listen, I see all of your thoughts. Like, and I'm kind of seeing the galaxy. And so what I'm hearing is like, now's the time. So the person that you're dealing with, or the people that you've been dealing with, are now more receptive to it than they've been in the past. And you might actually have this ability to bridge this, to bridge this gap for you. And it's a really, really unique opportunity to do. Like, so it might mean doing both until this passion, until this blue flame can become this really, really big fire. And you know how we're talking about that pathway being lit by your fire, your desire, your passion, and it's certainly depicted here. So the doorway is in front of you. The doorway is in front of you, and it's for you to walk through. And especially where you guys have been feeling as though you are stuck in the current situation that you're in. You may have responsibilities as well, so families to support or whatever. There's obligatoriness in this pain and suffering, but like, you've had to do it. And you're ready now to take that step forward, and you're wanting to communicate that, and you're wanting to maybe step out of the nest. Could be one way of looking at that as well. Okay, step out of the nest and ready to sort of perceive this and into fruition, right? Like, it's like manifesting into fruition for you, into success, right? But with the sunny day, it's really beautiful energy. It depicts positive new beginnings. It depicts very good happenings. But, you know, sun always comes after a storm. So what I'm hearing with that is that, you know, truly, you don't want to go through hard times, and right, because you have this this limiting thought process that makes you believe that part of your destiny is pain and struggle. So you anticipate taking a step out towards this as being, you know, painful and struggle. And sometimes it is. Okay, sometimes it is, because it's transformation, and sometimes it means breaking free of some relationships to move forward. But I have make room for that happy ending. It's now within your grasp here. So again, you guys, there's more support behind you than you realize. I do have celestial encounter, heavenly from the stars beyond the veil. If you are dealing with a family member who has passed on, or a friend who has passed on, this is an affirmation. And these are spirit channeling cards as well. And it absolutely is an affirmation saying, look, this person is behind you because they can now see your thoughts. Okay, they can see your passion, and they're kind of like, well, why didn't you do this sooner? With this very soon, like, why didn't you do this sooner, right? But again, you've been living in fear. You've been living you've been living in restrictions. And believing that is where you're supposed to be, because, you know, you just can't get a word in. Okay, so lastly, I don't have the ability to support myself in the world. You guys, this is where the sunny day is coming in, right? It's like, I don't have the ability to support. How am I going to get through my rainy days? What is it that I'm going to be able, what can I do? What's my backup plan, right? Like, what's the worst case scenario type thing? And you're trying to plan for that. But ultimately, freedom and greatness belong to those who master their day. So My ability to support myself in the outer world is a reflection of my mental, emotional, and spiritual consciousness. See, the consciousness of knowing, like, okay, so when we're talking about mental, okay, so there's a need to fight off those negative thoughts. Okay, so the need, emotional, understanding that if you actually pursue this passion, and you know, have that bridge to kind of get you through, then absolutely there's going to be emotional support here, and more than you realize, because you think that your family's not with you or your friends aren't with you, but 100% they are. And then spiritual consciousness. So being aware of that mastery. You are good at what you do. You have a service or a product or a skill that other people want. Okay, and that is the consciousness that you must be in, right? Priestess, like you know that you're skilled at this, you know that you're good at this, and you know that you're very, very passionate about this. So let's just quickly take a look at the tarot cards. So I have the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the High Priestess. See, again, you already know. You already know. And it's like, so it's just, you will stand at this fork in the road. Which direction will you choose? And so many choose not to embrace this path until later in life, if ever. So it's like, I just see that as being like, look, the doorway is open to you. And this is going to continue to pull you in this direction. This is a magnet. This is very, very magnetic energy for you, but it's going to bring you the financial freedom that you desire. Okay. With the Queen of Pentacles here, the Six of Swords with the Oh Sunny Day, it reminds you that it's going to be, taking you out of rough waters into calm waters. And, you know, the struggle is not going to be there. Okay, the water gets calm, the struggle is at ease. You see the Queen of Pentacles and how content she looks in her current environment. This is your future. Okay, you will be content in this. And the High Priestess. And I just want to say, you guys, it's here in the Spiral Tarot too. So you have the High Priestess twice. 22 could be of significance to you. For some of you guys, this is your age. This is your age. Now, again, this door is open to you. Doors don't stay open forever, right? Doors don't stay open forever. But if you choose at this time not to walk through that door, which is fine, your success is determined in the Queen of Pentacles here, no matter which way you go. This door is going to continue to open to you, and continue to invite you in. So just be aware of that. And again, I have the Queen of Swords. Well, not again, sorry. I have the Queen of Swords and the Five of Swords down here as well in the Spiral Tarot. And these are these limiting thought processes, okay? Like, my voice can't be heard. What I have to offer doesn't matter, right? That's certainly evident in the Five of Swords energy. Feeling defeated, right? Feeling this personal pain and struggle, and not feeling independent, right? I don't have the ability to support myself in the world. But that is all about to change. The Six of Swords, right? Moving away from negative thought processes into a more positive one, into a more emotionally fulfilled, right? That mastery and the success. And of course, stay focused on this dream, and the success will follow, right? Just don't the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, don't allow yourself to get in your own way, and don't allow others to get in your way either. So pile number 1, this concludes your reading. I hope the video has resonated with you. If so, go ahead, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope to see all of you in the next video. If you guys are looking for personal reading information down below the video, go ahead and reach out, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Okay, pile number 2. I practice loving kindness toward everyone, including myself, which can be the hardest one. So the special message here: are you kind to yourself as you are to others? Finish this thought. One way I could be kinder to myself is... So right away, what I'm picking up on here is there's an energy of comparing yourself to others. There's an energy of maybe not seeing the results you're expecting right away, right? And I feel like they're coming. I just feel like you're in the beginning stages of this, and you're impatient. You're ready to go. There's been some changes. So let's get into this. So you guys, I've gone ahead and I've written a special message and a channeled message for you. I'm going to be using the Mind Body Makeover cards to look at any negative self-thought processes that you have, okay, about being kinder to yourself amongst others, and how to turn that around in a positive manner. And I think you need that because I have tears cleanse the soul. So especially with this change, you guys, there could have recently been a loss of a job. Something has happened, and I'll get into that too with the tarot. So let's just start here. Yeah, let's just start. So my special channeled message: work hard, play hard, enjoy the balancing act of life. Yeah, enjoy the balancing act of life. I have baby steps. Action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So with the baby steps here, again, one step at a time. You have been working very, very hard at something. And with the higher learning here, I do get the sensation that for some of you guys, this is educational. Perhaps you guys have gone back to school recently, or perhaps this is what the universe is calling to you towards in this change, okay, this process that you have here. Yeah, because I have protection. Call back your power, cut the cord, soul retrieval. So you guys, if you guys are in a current working position, there is something that hasn't been working for you. This could also be talking about corporations going through changes, and there could be the threat of layoffs coming. And you're kind of wondering now, where do you stand, and trying to plan your steps for the worst case scenario too, right? Because sometimes your thoughts become so absorbed in your day-to-day life that, you know, the worst case scenario feels very, very real every single step of the way. So let's get to your channeled messages. It's always calm before the storm. If things feel stagnant, take some time to get organized and prepared for when things get busy again. And trust me, they will. You are ultimately in control of the situation. You already know the answer you seek, so stop overthinking so much, just because you have the time to do so. Everything will fall into place at the right time and place. This is a team, and everyone plays their role. Enjoy this collaboration. So you guys, with this here, you guys may have recently finished school, or you are coming up to finishing school. Now this could also be career-wise as well here, but in all fairness, there's a lot of anxiety associated with, am I going to make this work? But listen, my instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacles. You got this. You have nothing to worry about. So, work hard, play hard. The greatest joys in life come when we are spontaneous and authentic while engaging in activities we care about. And the great miseries come when too many days stack up, where we are conforming and posing while doing things we have no passion for. Interesting, you guys. So work hard, play hard. Don't take on too much, okay? Don't take on too much responsibilities, especially if you're just sort of starting out in this. With the baby steps, there's an infancy associated with this, so there's newness. And don't just readily agree to do something or be available for something just because you have this eagerness, right? The higher learning, with the Age of Light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. And with the Angel of Adventure. So you're ready for this. Like, you're ready to fully embark upon this, right? But I just get the sensation too that there's a lot of kind of unforeseen things along your path with this Tears Cleanse the Soul. This hasn't been easy. Okay, this hasn't been easy to get to wherever it is that you've been going through. You may find yourself applying for a lot of jobs and receiving a lot of rejection letters or just no responses at all. And it's frustrating to no end for you because you know, okay, you know that you have the skills necessary. You know that you have everything that you need. And that you're good at it, you are, but with this, like, take time to get organized and prepared for when things get busy again. There is definitely an aspect of tying up loose ends. Okay, so if there's some stagnation happening in here, you have left other things open-ended in your life that maybe aren't related to career. For some of you, I have this past life relationship, and I just get the sensation that for some of you, a relationship or a connectionship or a situationship is taking a lot of energy away from your career or from your passion. And, this is like conforming and posing while doing things we have no passion for. So if you are receiving offers at this time, like, you have no interest in this, right? But again, you're putting so much time and effort. I'm hearing law for some of you guys. It's, and I'm not sure why, but, so this, you're on one side of that or the other. I don't know. But, anyway, so there's this kind of aspect of this, like, legal, and it's like, it's a lot of work. But again, don't feel as though you're in this alone, because it's like, this is a team and everyone plays their role. So enjoy this collaboration. Don't be afraid to delegate work if you have to. Okay, so if you guys are working on a group project, either in school, out of school, like whatever it is, and enjoy that collaboration here. So also too, the underlying, like, message in your reading is be kind to yourself, right? And be as kind to yourself as you are others. And coming back to this work hard, play hard, like, you're putting so much effort into this, and there's some disappointments for sure. But with that, what are you doing to nurture yourself? Okay, how are you being kind to yourself? How are you implementing the play aspect into your life, right? And that's what I think that really needs to focus on. With the rose garden, it's talking about finding a place, okay? And this could be in our mental minds. This could be a physical manifestation for you. It's, where, like, home is where the heart is type thing, or your garden. Like, it's a place where you yourself feel sanctity. And again, you're allowed to let down those guards a little bit to allow positivity and joy and fun to come into your life, right? Because it's like, that's with this change that you've been processing. And honestly, this is in relationships. This is in your family. There's changes. So new members coming in, old members leaving. If you catch my drift with it. And so there's a sense of missing people, for sure, and, missing opportunities. But because all of this has had such an emotional impact on your life, you found it hard to focus on this career. But listen, I really get the sensation that you are over this hump. Okay, or you're just about to become over this hump. All of these changes are about to be implemented or about to be into play, because it's like, things are going to get busy again. If things are stagnant, trust me, they will move forward. And when I say, and trust they will, it's like, it's going to come at you fast. So, and in addition to taking this time to get prepared and organized, this is about finding your emotional balance, okay, within yourself. Like, enjoy the balancing act of life. Work hard, play hard, invest in yourself, okay? Like, one way I could be kinder to myself is, again, investing in yourself. And that does not mean going out and buying a bunch of things, especially if you are just on the infancy stages of your career. You want these things. This is why you're pursuing this, and it's like higher learning. So it might not be law, but for some of you, it's medicine, pursuing a doctorate, this sort of thing, okay, is what I'm seeing in this. But again, infancy stages. So now is not the time to go out and spend, 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 spend. That's not what investing in yourself is all about. Investing in yourself is giving your love, the love that you've given to others, back to yourself, okay, for sure, because you've given a lot of yourself to other people. And that's why you're not always comfortable collaborating in a team, because that hasn't always been balanced for you. Yeah, that hasn't always been balanced for you. So let's take a look at some of the negative thought processes that you have for yourself. So if my friends or loved ones are unhappy, I do my best to make them more cheerful. So this is talking about this change, right? And the tears cleanse our soul. You are giving all of this energy, and it's taking away from your ultimate career success. Because again, you know what, it's not a bad thing. You know, it's like, you know, perhaps you are helping an aging member of your family and you're there for it. And yeah, okay, it might be taking away some aspects of your career, but you know that it's coming. Despite the fact that you have serious anxieties about it right now. It is coming, right? Just remember, at any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. So this is called healthy joy. Number 2. So if my loved ones are in pain, I do not try to smother them with love, trying to make them happy. I can support them and allow them their space to experience their feelings. You can't fix this for them, right? Friends or family, like, you can't fix this for them. You can't change the way that things are. And being there for them nonstop is not the answer, because you are taking away from yourself to give to this person. So there is an imbalance in this. There's absolutely an imbalance of this, right? And what March is all about for you, okay? And like I said, April, May, June, it's like busy, 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 busy. Like by June, you're going to look back at this anxiety and worry that you had in March and wonder why you would have had it. Because it's coming, things, you know, and it's coming because you are no longer giving yourself to this person or these people willfully, and you're looking for that balance act in life, right? So if there's been a period of not working, you're going back to work. If there's been a stagnation period in your business, it's because you've been investing in time in other people, and it's time to flip that around and head out on the right path. This is not ignoring them. Okay, this is not ignoring them. You might be dealing with somebody who's slightly narcissistic. This could be a friendship or a relationship. I don't know what it is. So there might be some resistance on their ends of things, but this is all about setting healthy boundary, especially in that protection card, right? Like setting that healthy boundary so that you can have your success. And it's like almost like it's gonna help you, like help them more, just in a different way. And as you pull back that energy, because there's kind of this heroic feeling with this, okay? Like you're trying to be a hero to somebody. But again, giving them that space provides them the opportunity to be their own hero. Because that's the only thing that's going to help them get out of this, is being their own hero, being their own champion, right? Like there's nothing that you can do for them. So it's time to refocus your energy on yourself. See, focus your mind on what you really want. We are helping. Messages from heaven, messages from spirit. So, you know, again, you're having help to move on this new adventure. And, you know, the higher learning here, it's like the books are here. So I just get the sensation that a lot of you guys have trained for this. You are ready for this. Yeah, you are ready for this. So, okay, healing sadness number 2. I feel empty and alone unless I am with someone. See, again, this is not investing in yourself. You're investing in other people, and you've allowed this to take away from your opportunities. So I love and honor both the times I am alone as well as the times I have loving support. So again, be confident in who you are. Be confident in your skills and your abilities. Absolutely. And don't allow the other people to drag you down. And other people aren't dragging you down. You're making yourself so available to these other people that it's dragging you down. So you know, and again, you being the best version of yourself, okay, the angel of adventure, the higher learning, and the age of light, you being this best version of yourself is what's ultimately going to help the people in your life who require it. Okay, so, and you know what, in all fairness, so just, sorry, I kind of got ahead of myself here. So I have trouble making decisions, so I must find someone strong and competent to help me. So this, again, this is why you invest all of this energy into other people, because you feel that you need the reassurance for yourself also, okay? But sometimes I can discover more of my own intellectual gifts and talents by making a decision alone without someone else's input. Okay, so you guys, if you're in business here, there's a lot of different business decisions that you have to make. You may be struggling with trying to hire somebody as well. But listen, again, as much as you're trying to be other people's hero, and because you're investing so much time in being that person for that people, okay? Like you, like, I need a hero to come in now, but like you have to realize you are your own hero. You're your own champion, right? And only you can make this happen for yourself. My instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. And I'm just kind of thinking too, like when you're implementing somebody else's like advice or thought process onto your own, it really comes across as being inauthentic. So this is either in job interviews or in business. It's coming across as being inauthentic, excuse me. And so now, like, the age of light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. Now's the time. It's just kind of what I'm hearing, and what I want to say is that it's like, go for it. Do these things. Okay, make the decisions, and you know, have the confidence in yourself. You have the skills, you have the ability, you've done the learning. So, okay, so let's just take a look here at the tarot card. So the first tarot card coming out here is the Page of Swords. This is beautiful energy with this higher learning. It's absolutely affirming everything that I've been telling you. Like, you've done the studying, you've trained for this, you have the skills, and nobody else can make this kind of happen for you. So the Five of Pentacles is here as well. So I was saying to you guys that some things just they're not where you want them to be, and that's kind of the reality of it. But it's baby steps, it's getting there, right? So don't focus on what you don't have currently in the Five of Pentacles energy. With this past life relationship too, and like I have the Lovers with it. So lovers are definitely like makeups and breakups. With this tears cleanse the soul. You have somewhat of a mentality that tells you that you need a partner to help you run this business or to help you be a success in this career. But that's just not true. You're focusing your energy right now on something that didn't work out. Either a relationship, family, friendships, right? Again, trying to be everything to this person and this person being nothing to you. And this card certainly falls after or before the Six of Pentacles, excuse me. And with the Six of Pentacles, this is where it's like the equality of give and take. The Five of Pentacles, it's like you've given five, and the Six of Pentacles is them giving one back, you know. And decisions too. Like maybe you guys need to make a decision about a relationship that's holding you back, right? Maybe there's this higher learning that you want to go out and go for. Maybe it's, you know, if you're at that stage where you're looking at school and these different options, you want to go to a school perhaps on the other side of the country, go to this school, which is on the other side of the country. Right? So there's a conflicting priority here with this person. It's not aligned with you. It's certainly not aligned with you. And the Seven of Wands and the Tower with the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles with the Lovers making that decision, but with the Tower and the Seven of Wands, whoever it is that you're dealing with, it's pulling hair. It's pulling hair, pulling teeth. This type of thing, because you're trying to make them fit into your life instead of making your life what you want it to be and them fitting with you. And lastly, I have the Justice card down here. So Justice is talking about this balance, right? Enjoy the balancing act of life. But it goes back to some of you guys being in the law profession or pursuing doctorates, you know, and like this, your person or your people just like don't think that it's a worthwhile time or investment for you, but like you're going to show them. You're going to show them the way. You're going to show them how it's done, and they're going to regret these decisions on some level because like if this is a relationship and you have somebody holding you back from your passion, like you are not going to allow them to hold you back for very much longer. So resultfully, they're going to be left in the dust. And you know, they're like, oh, well, that's fine. Like, I wasn't willing to support you through this anyway, type thing, right? But then you come out of this in a, like, once you get out of this codependent energy that others have on you and that you have on others, you take this in this new adventure, right? Full-fledged, focus all of your energy onto it, take advantage of this positive change and seize this opportunity because it's really going to, it's going to give you everything that you want and more. So, okay, pile number 2. This concludes your reading. I hope the video has resonated with you. If so, like, share, comment, all of those wonderful things, you guys. If you're looking for personal clarification on anything I've had to say here, information down below. So go ahead, reach out for that. And of course, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. So, love is my teacher. Now, bear in mind, you guys, we are dealing with a career reading here, but so I'm going to go ahead and read you the special message. Think of someone you care for deeply. So I'm going to say, think of yourself. Okay, think of yourself. Ask love to show you how to make your relationship sweeter and more loving. So when we're talking about career here, you guys, this is definitely talking about, well, weaving your reality, making it what it is that you want with Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It is happening. And finding harmony. So what I'm seeing though, is that's not the current position that you are in. Yeah, that's not the current position that you guys are in. Like, I just kind of get the sensation, like, okay, whatever it is that you have to deal with now, how can you get through this? Because with religious factors, it's just saying again, like, you're not interested in what you're doing. It's probably not making you enough money. But that's not the problem. That's probably not the biggest concern for you because you're getting by and you're doing okay. But again, it's like clock is ticking. Like, you feel like time to act, preventable loss, a deadline. You realize that the position that you're currently in has a glass ceiling. There's probably a cap on your earning potential. You don't like that. You could be making tons of money and it's like you still want to make more. Yeah, you still want to make more, is what I'm seeing here. So, but with this star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. You're trying to, like, you know, okay, the clock is ticking, you know. You know that you know what you don't want. Okay, you're just not sure what you do want. Yeah, that's kind of part of the issue, right? The angel of the night sky. It's actually probably causing you a little bit of grief, trying to figure that out. But that clarity is coming. I have a new understanding is here. So there's definitely clarity coming to the situation. You are the weaver of your reality. This is kind of spider energy, so that might resonate with you just a little bit. Creating your own reality and kind of following through with that. Yeah, absolutely following through with that to create this harmony, sorry. I'm like saying harmony. But yeah, to create this harmony in your life, in your reality, because it's not here yet, right? It's just not here yet. So I've gone ahead, you guys, and I've done my channeled messages. I also have the mind and body makeover cards. So I'm going to take a look at the self-limiting belief systems that you have and the positive affirmations that you can turn around in your current environment. And this is career oriented for the month of March. So let's get started with my channeled message. Success is yours if you want it. You have to make a decision. Be persistent and patient. It will transpire. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen for you. Okay. Harmony is here. Stick to your guns, stick to your guns, being persistent, right? I know what I want, weaving reality. Although you think you don't know what you want, and ultimately, it's like I get the sensation that it's right there in front of you. It's actually probably something that you've been doing now for quite some time. So, and it's maybe been a hobby for you. It's maybe been a hobby and you haven't seen a practical side of this just yet. But okay, this will be a wonderful month for you. The spring air is starting to break, and with it comes new opportunities, clients, contracts, and so much more. Enjoy the fluidity of this. Put yourself out there and network, network, network. Consider all opportunities, but don't be afraid to weed out what just isn't going to work for you. Things tend to happen in clusters, so be prepared to juggle a lot of competing demands, but you've got this. There is so much more to be earned financially, mentally, and emotional. You rock. Okay, so this is, and with here, okay, believe in yourself and your abilities. We believe in you. This is messages from heaven, messages from spirit. So believe in yourself. And this is ultimately what this takes, right? Like the believing in yourself, okay? And ask love to show you how to make your relationship sweeter and more loving. So, okay, if you're not loving the situation that you're in regards to work, okay, what can you do? What can you do? And open yourself up. And with this clock is ticking, there's an opportunity here that's about to and multiple opportunities by the sounds of it. So you could have been recently, maybe like you're in a job right now that doesn't seem to be getting you anywhere. Maybe you've gone and applied for some other positions, and perhaps too, you've gone for interviews and such as well. But like, there's kind of a sensation that it's like it's just it's falling short on some level, okay, for you somehow. So if you've gone through some failures, understand that they're bringing you to a big success. And in this month, you guys, things are really going to look upward for you. So if there's been some money issues, I just want to let you know that there's going to be some more money coming in. And it's money created through multiple different avenues for you. So you guys might be starting a business, starting a new job at the same time. Helping out a friend and making some money on the side that way. So there's just multiple things that are kind of going on here for you. Stick to your beliefs, right? With this religious factors and believing in yourself. This could also talk about wanting to leave behind kind of a 9-to-5 and head into something that's more free. So we should not fear an obsession for building a great free life. Sorry guys, my camera kind of focuses in and out as it needs to. I apologize. But yeah, so we should not fear an obsession for building a great free life. And that's what you want, right? So if you're feeling as though, again, the situation that you're in just isn't cutting it for you, then don't fear walking away from that. Like if it's not working for you, so consider all opportunities, including the one that you have. But don't be afraid to weed out what just isn't going to work for you. You're trying, and it's probably out of necessity. But I really get the sensation with these weaving flowers for like you guys, money is not the huge concern for you, other than there's always room for more. You always need more. That's the kind of, but I some of you guys either grew up really, really poor, or not having a lot of things. And because of this, you've developed this aspect or this mentality of every penny counts. So you are certainly, friends might kind of describe you as being somewhat Scroogey because you're very frugal and you don't want to spend money, but you love to make it. So you always like to know what's in your account, this sort of thing. And you're watching it very, very closely, especially investments. If you're investing, your money because you're afraid of losing. There's afraid of loss in this, right? But again, release that. Yeah, release that because like you're good. Okay, you're good. Like what you've gone through, you won't have to go through again. Just remember that. Okay, today is a new day. There's new future. There's a new future here for you. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at the mind and body makeover cards, and we're gonna look into this. So I have healthy sadness number 3. I blame myself for things that go wrong around me. I must be in control. See, so this is where I'm talking about, like, there's always need for more money. Things are only good when money's flowing. This is how you feel in control, right? But, and again, a failure, like if you've gone through interviews or something like that and you're failing, you take that personally. Or if you've lost a client, you take that personally. Instead of seeing it in a sense of out with the old, makes room for the new. So if you've lost clients or lost positions or lost opportunities, don't worry about it. Better things are coming. I've never been in a situation myself where I haven't lost one thing and a better thing hasn't appeared. So remember, it's this or something better. Okay. Bigger picture thinking is what you have to really implement here, especially if you've been building something up for so long and you have a little bit of a financial nest egg, okay, to kind of invest in different things, building something new. Some of you guys might be wanting to build houses, something like that. And if so, I'm an architect. I can help you out in that regards here in Ontario anyway. But yeah, so, wanting to pursue maybe different avenues, and I kind of see this as wanting to spread out a little bit, diversify portfolios with this harmony, and have everything kind of work together very, very nicely for you, which is wonderful energy coming through. So the positive way of looking at this, okay, is things are happening as they should around me, as they should, right? So again, accepting that if things are changing, that better things are coming, harmonious, this is as it should be, okay? And like I said, it's going to break through for you with new opportunities, new clients, new contracts, new products, new softwares. I don't know. This is different for everybody, but there's new energy coming through here, and this is exactly as it should be, okay? You're not late for anything. You're not too early for anything. You are on the right timeline for this. You're absolutely on the right timeline for this. I think the idea here is focusing your energy so that you can come to a place of acceptance. You guys could be processing a death as well. It could be something that you're dealing with, but it's coming to a place of acceptance so that new things can occur, right? With this harmony, believing in yourself that you have all the power to make this happen. And Lemuria, creating heaven on earth, it is happening. You are going to do this. You're going to be a success. You might not feel like a success right now, and that's okay, but you are going to be one, and you will understand this in the near future. So I also have healthy self-esteem, number 1. People usually find me unattractive and uninteresting. So this is, okay, this is your own perception of how other people see you. And I just get the sensation here that it's not that they find you unattractive and uninteresting. It's that you are so dedicated to what you're doing. You are only half paying attention to them. Okay, that's one aspect of it, because your mind is constantly running. With a steady mind, I am connected to our collective experience. You are constantly thinking up new ideas, new schemes. And the people who are around you are not dedicated to an enterprise in such a manner that you are, okay? And it's not that they find you unattractive and uninteresting. They don't know how to relate to you, and that's kind of part of it. So love, humor, charisma, and creative intellectual abilities attract loving and nurturing relationships to me. So put yourself out there and network. And this is what this is really talking about. Building up your charisma, okay? Learning, bringing yourself down to a human level. And trust me, you do not see yourself as being galactical or galactic. You don't see yourself as being out of this world per se. On some level you do, but this is not, you don't see yourself as being better than anyone else, right? And even though you are taken as that, you might be a leader, and you try to connect with those who follow you, and it's just they specifically kind of keep you on the outside because you're not part of the hive. You're the queen bee type of energy, right? And again, it's kind of bringing that human element into this love, humor, and creative and intellectual abilities, implementing those as well to create that harmony that you're hoping for your life. And healthy goals, number 4. My job isn't really my true passion, but I stay for the security and the benefits. Well, that's true, right? Because like I said, some of you guys could be making a lot of money right now. And the security is there, making it really hard to go out and find something new or start a business when it's like, how can I give up this to go for this? And there's no promise of anything type thing, right? It's, you have this very, very logical way of thinking of things. And this is why too, I think you find it hard to connect in other people. But I now give thanks that I experience profit, benefit, and gain in all areas of my life, mental, emotional, and spiritual. My work now has heart, meaning, and profit. Okay, so when it comes back to loving yourself and making your current situationships more sweet and more loving, it's, you know, this is all about the perception that you put into this, and understanding that, like, if there's a will, there's a way. So if you guys are really trying to, like, you want to start businesses or investments in the side, you don't necessarily have to give up your freedom. You don't have to give up what it is that you have right now in order to achieve those things. It's just a matter of seeing it that way. Yeah, just a matter of seeing it that way. So let's just pull your, okay, the tarot card. So the death card here. So like I said, there's change happening, transitioning from one place to another. So I love when the cards kind of align in this regards. But yeah, death and rebirth. This is from the Light Seer Tarot, and I kind of love how it says death and rebirth, because this is the idea, out with the old, in with the new. And this is a personal makeover. So some of you guys are actually going to be changing the way that you look, okay, in order to move forward. But it's like you are shedding old skin in order to come forth in this reborn energy. And now's the time to step forth and put yourself out there and network and develop your charisma and how you connect with people, these sort of things, right? So it's death of ego. Remove your ego from the situation and allow new energy to kind of come in here for you. Yeah, I have the Hierophant and the Fool and the Two of Cups. So this is absolutely, absolutely beautiful down here. So this is new energy coming through, new beginnings, new opportunities, clients, contracts, and so much more. And you know what? Before long, there's going to be a really successful offer that comes through this for you. Something that you have been waiting for quite some time here in the Four of Cups. There's been a lack. There's been a period of waiting. And again, feeling like it's just not enough, especially with the Five of Pentacles here. It's like, okay, there's always room to make more. But again, I really feel like you guys are okay financially. You guys are taken care of. And it just might be because that you're working in a position that is making you feel just a little bit stuck or not passionate about. But again, it's kind of infusing that passion and making that work for yourself, because it's like you're showing here as the King of Swords, male or female, it doesn't matter. And this is certainly kind of Queen of Swords energy coming through as well. But it's just talking to me about having that mental agility, right? The ability to overcome any obstacles, and, you know, removing that ego from it so that you can cut what needs to be cut. And it's like leaner, I just want to say leaner meat. So I don't know if that's significant to you guys or not, but yeah, leaner meat, cutting out the fat, cutting out the unnecessary things. And it could be people. If you guys are in a leadership position at work, it could mean to have to sort of lay people off or let people go, or trying to make that decision. And maybe there's some emotional, there's some emotion behind that for you, right? That you're just, okay, these are people that have been with you for a long time. These are processes that have been with you for a long time, right? So it's not easy to let those things go, but understand it is all for future harmony, for forward movement for you. And again, very, very positive experiences coming out the back end of these things. So get yourself out there, enjoy the pace at which things are happening, because it is happening. Lemuria creating heaven on earth. And again, just don't worry. Five of Pentacles, you have nothing to worry about. The past is over. The past is over. You will not have to go through that again. Okay, so pile number 3. This concludes your reading. I hope the video has resonated with you. If so, go ahead, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Information for personal readings down below the video with a timestamp. So go ahead, reach out if you're looking for personal clarification on anything that I've had to say. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye now.